the sky. But I'm falling so deep now I realize me.
Our favorite treasure hunter, Ayumi, is back. Actually, 99% of you don't even know who she is, do you? Well, it's funny, because she starred in a little game known as X-Blades. She was a super tan anime-looking chick with a big booty and a golden ponytail. Oh yeah, you know what you know what you would think I was going to say. Now we got her back, except now she looks like an uglier version of an old Lara Croft. She sounds like the old Lara Croft as well. I wonder if it's the same voice actor. Her mission is to find her friend while hunting down the treasure in this dragon dungeon world. It really is quite a silly story. There's no main evil guy. There's statues talking to you and giving you powers. Some hooker-looking demon bitch follows her around and helps you, I guess, and tells you things. And everyone, including the main character, all sound like this is their first shot at voice acting. The story really has no redeeming qualities, like at all. It really sucks. It's not interesting, and honestly, you could probably skip all the cutscenes in this game and not miss much.
The way! This portal is the only way for you!
I'm not following. Is this somehow connected to the treasure of the Dragon Temple?
The path is the treasure of Dragonland, and it ends in the Dragon Temple.
Graphic-wise, the game isn't ugly, but it isn't pretty. Some places look really nice, some have the effects like the magics look great, and definitely some of the movements and animation are pretty good. Fair. But some of the enemies look terrible. The art design is uninspiring, and the fucking areas repeat themselves far too much. The graphics are really half and half. Not horrible, but not very good either. Gameplay-wise, the game actually is pretty decent, if you can believe it. It improves on X-Blades for the most parts. The combat is quicker and easier to use, slashing away at baddies in quick succession, eventually building up a combo meter to unleash a magic attack that should kill most of the enemies around you. The more moves you unlock, the more fun the combat system becomes, especially when you get into the dashing and the magic moves become bigger. Definitely is fun. One of the big highlights for the game is that you actually get a power to reverse time, and that's the main idea. Not in the Prince of Persia style exactly. In this game you will have a clone who will repeat what you just did. This sets up some interesting situations where your clone will be firing away at an enemy while at the same time you go around and hack and slash on an enemy. It's an interesting way of putting in a reverse time feature, though sometimes it doesn't really work 100% and the clone will do some weird shit. And really, that's the game's problem. It has all these ideas to be a really well-made and fun game, but the way they implant the ideas isn't really the best execution. The fighting, while fast, feels lifeless. The enemies range from super easy to cheap as hell. The slowdown works sometimes, other times it doesn't really do anything. The puzzles are horrible in the sense that they give you no clues, and when they do, they still suck dick as puzzles. Like I said, the idea of reversing time, whooping ass, and using slick-looking magic moves and getting new powers throughout is fun enough to play. Just don't expect anything to really be that amazing in any of those sections.
Thou art foolish as all mortals. Time meaneth nothing, but thou dost not understand.
I enjoy my time with this game sometimes. It really depends on the mood I was in. I threw on some music and I went through most of the game that way. The cool looking effects and quick combat helped me through the 7-hour campaign. Saying that though, I don't recommend buying this till it's very cheap. It's a very budget title, and I wouldn't be surprised that nobody picked it up. I'm actually surprised that X-Blade even got a sequel here. In art design and story, it took a step back from X-Blades. And gameplay wise, it rose far above X-Blades. So you take the good with the bad, I guess, with this title. I scored a 5.5, rent it, or buy it really cheap. Why do you